When you are right. Aldous Huxley states, the greatest triumphs of propaganda have been accomplished not by doing something, but by refraining from doing. Great is truth, but still greater from a practical point of view is silence about truth. All human beings, whatever their cultural or historical background, suffer when they are intimidated, imprisoned, or tortured, the 14th Dalai Lama states. We must therefore insist on a global consensus, not only on the need to respect human rights worldwide, but also on the definition of these rights. For it is the inherent nature of all human beings to yearn for freedom, equality, and dignity, and they have an equal right to achieve that freedom. Where, after all, do universal human rights begin? Eleanor Roosevelt invites us to consider. In small places, she says, close to home. Unless they have meaning there, they have little meaning anywhere. Could there be anything more sacred, more important than the wisdom that manifests global freedom, the human right to coexist in peace, free of fear and free of want? Take away someone's most basic freedoms, and generally speaking, they suffer the greatest loss. For me, to not be able to move about freely, or to speak openly, or to voice my dissent for fear of imprisonment, confiscation of property, or harm to myself or my family is unimaginable. Nelson Mandela said that during the 27 years he spent largely in Robben Island prison, he said, I thought continually of the day when I would walk free. He proclaims freedom as the highest good, a quality so immeasurable that no fear was too large to confront in ending apartheid and racism. Not the fear of torture or even of death would stand in the way of his commitment. Our message, he declared, was that no sacrifice was too great in the struggle for freedom. When you are right, states Martin Luther King Jr., you cannot be too radical. We were not frightened. We thought the worst thing the Chinese could do to us was either kill us or put us in prison. We were already prepared to give up our lives for 6 million Tibetans who spent nearly 2 decades in prison for protests against the Chinese occupation of my country. And other crimes that included printing copies of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And those declarations state the inherent dignity and the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family. They are the foundation of freedom, the foundation of justice and peace in the world. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights.